said, we are never ever going to be as amazing. And we need to let people be who they need to be in this world. And Grandma said, that's what we do. We allow people to be exactly who they are. But the problem is when they don't allow you to be you. And that's when the problem comes. It's like, yeah, why everybody else can be them, but then you can't be you? I said, Grandma. She like, yes, grandbaby. And that's how my grandma used to answer me. Yes, grandbaby. And Fifi would start swearing and cussing and everything. And that's how I was when I was little. And she had to change in order for me not to cuss. She like, shoo, Fifi gonna be cussing like a sailor again. And she gonna be like, ain't that the truth? And I said, shoo, that's the only thing people overstand. And I said, don't we know it, boo? I said, they wanna act like, yeah, you doing something toxic. I said, who? Me? The one that's laying down? The one that's not in the kitchen trying to put PCP on chicken? That's not trying to mix cocaine in the corn? That's not trying to even put some heroin or K-Rocks in the rice? I said, that one? And I said, ain't that the truth? I said, you know what? They just mad because they became them. And I am me. And God said, that's all it is, boo. I said, I remember the haters that used to be around my grandmothers growing up. I used to look at them as they used to stare my grandma upside her head and everything, both of them. Be mean mugging them, and then they smile in their face. I said, why are y'all looking at my grandmamas like that? And I would cuss them out too. And I'd cuss anybody out that used to talk crazy to my daddy too. And I said, that's Fifi. And you think she ain't gonna do it still? I said, please. Today I will. And tomorrow and the next day. Shoot. And God said, ain't that the truth? I said, elevation ain't key. And I said, everybody need to, you know what, figure out what they gonna do as grown people. I said, how y'all gonna be grown and act like y'all what? Immature, fully grown adults. And that's how it be, boo. I said, they not acting like adults.